different opinions about this next segment. For many people, online dating is an inexpensive and effective way to meet a larger group of desirable singles.
However, age and ethnicity are critical factors for online daters. Dr. Terri Orbuch, a.k.a. the Love Doctor,
Good morning.
is here to talk about two groups of daters that struggle to connect online. We've already been picking your brain during the news block there, but we want to start with the first group. And the first group is senior online daters. Is this a really big, growing group of online daters?
It is a big, it's a huge group of online daters. Because if you're older, especially as a female, you're much more concerned with men your age dating younger women. And so what we have is these online targeted dating sites like seniorpeoplemeet.com, where you're 50 plus, and you have a huge pool of eligible seniors who are relationship oriented.
But they face some issues as well.
They do.
And what are some of those?
I think the first and biggest challenge is that seniors are much more vulnerable to scammers. And at seniorpeoplemeet.com, we kick those scammers off as much as we can. But the best defense seniors have is themselves. And you never want to give money online to anyone, nor any financial information about you online. And if you remember that, you are fine.
Isn't the best idea, isn't the methodology, if hi, let's meet at a Starbucks, and you tell 10 of your friends that you're going, and you just meet in a public place for that first kind of look-see.
If your first face-to-face meeting should be definitely a public, busy spot. You should tell a friend where you're going and the name of the person. And again, you want to go there yourself and home yourself. So don't have anybody pick you up. Don't give anybody your address or other personal information until you really get to know that person as a senior.
Another group, and we were really interested in talking about this aspect too, of people that are having a harder time and they face their own set of issues. You say Black Americans are struggling online with the portion of online dating. Why is that?
Well, I think there's the misconception that there aren't enough available educated, professional, relationship-oriented Black men and women out there to date.
But don't all single people complain that there aren't? I mean, men and women alike, black, white, whatever. Isn't that a common argument?
Very common, but I think Black Americans especially. And so when you go to blackpeoplemeet.com, you can see there are over 300,000 Black men and women who are all relationship-oriented, looking to date seriously.
But shouldn't you just kind of fish in a big pond as opposed to categorizing and segmenting?
Well, I think the targeted online dating sites are better because what you want to be looking for is a critical factor or characteristic of yourself that you also want in a mate. Because similarity in underlying values and attitudes is really what predicts longevity of relationships over the long term.
If you'd like to learn more about People Media and their 24 online dating communities, you can visit ktla.com and click on the red info button. Dr. Orbuch, thank you so much for this. It was an interesting conversation.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.